Hi, this is April with Cecil County 4-H, and I'm going to share some helpful tips with you about taking, renaming, and uploading your videos and photos in Google Forms for the virtual Cecil County Fair 4-H animal classes. First, please review the Cecil County Fair Premium Book to review the requirements, as most are the same as if the fair was in person. Many of the animal departments had to reduce the number of classes that are being offered virtually this year. Register your entries in the Cecil County Fair Blue Ribbon online entry system by July 1st. If you need help, there is a video that you can watch entitled, How to Register for the Cecil County Fair in the Blue Ribbon Program. As a reminder, poultry is limited to 5 entries total per 4-H'er, and the other department and class limits stayed the same and are listed in the premium book. The Google Forms to upload your videos and photo entries will be available on the Cecil County Fair website starting July 9th, and your videos and photos should be taken and uploaded in Google Forms between July 10th and 15th. For most animal entries, you will be submitting a video of you displaying the different views of your animal. For your dog and some of the horse entries, you will be submitting different showmanship maneuvers with your animal. And for the pets contest, you will answer some additional questions related to your project and will be taking an online 10-question quiz related to project knowledge. Exhibitors are asked to submit one additional photo of you posing in action with your entry that may be used in the results highlight video. In addition, if your animal is in a breeding class or is registered with a breed association, you're asked to upload a copy of your breed registration certificate with your entry. Health papers are not required, but we are asking that animal health self-certifications for livestock, poultry, rabbits, and equine entries be completed and uploaded with your submission. In order to better prepare, there are some animal-specific videos and additional tips that you can view. Your animals must be clean and fitted as if they were going into the show ring. Exhibitors must wear the appropriate show attire, which is printed in the Fair Premium Book. Again, no hats, cell phones, or identifying attire may be worn by the exhibitor. You will present your animal as if you were walking or posing them in an actual show ring. It is best to have a neutral background behind or underneath your animal so that it does not clash or blend in. Try to eliminate distractions in the background. Furthermore, no previous awards or banners may be in the background. Some additional tips related to filming are that you turn your phone to a horizontal position, which is the 16:9 ratio. In other words, you want to rotate your phone to the landscape position. Your videos should be no longer than 60 seconds. The photographer should move slowly while making the video while the animal is being set up and posed. And the exhibitor should move slowly when walking the animal while the photographer remains still. The focus should be on the animal, and you should continually film your animal with no edits. Make sure you record all the views of your entire animal. Try to video on a flat area if possible. And if you're filming on a grassy area, make sure that the grass is not overgrown, or if you're filming indoors, make sure the bedding is not hiding your animal's feet. You should also try not to talk while videoing. And you cannot alter the raw video by placing any overlays or editing them. However, you can compress your files if they are large size files. One very important step is that your uploaded videos, photos, and documents need to be renamed correctly. When you take a picture, it is automatically named by the device, but you will need to rename your pictures and videos. Many times you can do this on your phone, but if you are using a camera or your phone does not have the capabilities, you might need to download your photos or videos on a computer to rename them. You can rename your photo by right-clicking on the image. To rename, you will first need to start with the class number, which is printed in the Fair Premium Book or on your blue ribbon entry receipt, and then follow that with your name. Highlighted in yellow is where you would find the information in the FAIR Premium Book. Below that, highlighted in yellow is where you would find information in the Blue Ribbon Entry Confirmation. All videos need to be submitted in the MP4 or MOV format. All photos submitted need to be submitted either as JPEGs. Please do not put your photos in a Word or PDF document. Registration certificates and self-certification submissions can either be PDFs or JPEG formats. An example of how you might name your video or photo are listed here. So for instance, my class number is 4A017. My name is Chris Clover. And then behind that, I just labeled it video because that's what it is. If you have more than one animal in the same class, like a market animal, make sure that you add the name or tag number of the animal to the name of your video or photo behind your name. So an example of that would be 4B04, which is your class number, Chris Clover, which is your name, and sirloin, which is the name of your animal, and then the description of what it is a video. Again, I cannot stress this enough, but videos, photos, and documents must be named correctly or they will be disqualified. We do not have the time to rename the entry photos that you submit. Please reach out to us if you need clarification or assistance. Check out the sample videos that we have made, which will help give you an idea of what your video should look like and may contain additional information. Market animal submissions will be required to provide measurements to the nearest inch of their market livestock for the following dimensions: height, length, and heart girth. And heart girth is the circumference around the entire heart girth region. Please view the Measuring Your Animal Size videos on the University of Maryland Extension Cecil County YouTube channel. Chair people and 4-H staff will then place your market animals into the classes based on their estimated sizes and weights. Again, check out the sample videos that we have made, which will help give you an idea of what your videos should look like and how you should properly measure your animals. And they also may contain additional information that might be required. You will need to submit one Google form for every entry that you make. For instance, if you're entering 1 meat goat and 2 rabbits, you will be making 3 entries total in the Google Forms. The Google Forms are broken down to correspond with specific animal departments located in the Cecil County Fair Premium Book. Make sure that you submit your videos and photos and documents on the appropriate form. The Google Forms will be available on the Cecil County Fair website starting July 9th. However, your videos and photos should be taken and uploaded in Google Forms between July the 10th and 15th. Many of you are probably familiar with Google Forms, as many of the local public school systems use them. Now, let us take a look at one of the actual Google Forms we will be using. This is what the animal entry forms are going to look like in Google Forms for the Cecil County Fair. This form just happens to be the beef entry form. The first thing that it's going to ask you is for your email address. And you want to make sure that you enter a valid email address here because you will receive a confirmation receipt, and then you'll click on Next. Then that'll take you to the member information. So again, you'll just type in your name here and click on Next, which will take you to the next page, and that is asking animal information. So you're going to type your animal's name here. This form just happens to be a form for a breeding animal, and then I will show you what a market animal form is going to look like. So then the next it's going to ask whether that animal was bred and owned, if it's owned or if it's leased. If an animal is bred and owned, that means that you, the 4-H'er, owned the mother when she was bred. And if that animal is leased, again, they have to be a breeding animal that you can lease, and you cannot own market animals and lease breeding animals of the same species. So again, you're going to select, and this animal just happens to be a breeding beef. And then you'll click on next, okay, which will take you to the next tab, which is the read the notice tab. And you and your parent need to read this so that you're familiar with what is in the notice. And then you'll click on next once you read it. Okay. It'll take you to the publicity release information. And again, here, you and your parent need to read the publicity release information. And then the next tab is going to ask you whether you accept or decline that publicity release. So you'll click on that, and then you'll click on the next tab. After that is the video and photo upload. So you can click on the add the file to add your video. And then you'll click on the upload to upload that photo. So you want to submit a 60-second video clip of your animal, and then you must be seen exhibiting your animal project in the video, and if possible, your animal identification tag should also be seen in that video. And you also want to submit a second photograph of you posing with your animal, which may be used in the highlight video. And if your animal is a registered animal, you want to upload a copy or photo of the registration certificate here also. So again, you want to make sure that you label each of your items with the class number and the exhibitor name. It'll ask the date that your photo or video was taken, so you'll fill in that information. Then it will take you to the member signature. Again, you need to read that information there and then type your name in. Next, it'll take you to the parent or legal guardian signature. And then again, your parent needs to read that information, and then they'll type in their name there. And then you will simply hit submit to submit your form. If you need to submit another response, it'll take you to submit another response. So like I said, I've already shown you the breeding animal sample. So now I'm going to show you the market animal sample, because there's a little bit different information that is asked for a market animal. So again, you'll enter your email address and click on next. You'll enter your member's name. Click on next. Then it will ask your animal information. So again, the name of your animal. It'll ask whether that animal is bred and owned or owned. Again, you cannot lease a market animal. And then you're going to select market beef because that's your animal. Then you'll click on next. Then it will take you to the measurements section for our market animals. We are asking that you please provide your measurements of your animals in the nearest height, and those include your animal height, animal length, and the animal heart girth in the nearest inch. And the heart girth is actually the entire measurement around the circumference of your animal's heart girth area. We did put together some educational videos which are available on the University of Maryland Cecil County YouTube page. And you can see that link at the top where you can learn how to properly measure your animals. It is very important that you properly measure your animals. So you'll, again, enter your animal measurements in that tab. And then you'll click on next, and it will take you to the notice section. So the next sections that it'll take you to are just like the same one that I demonstrated with the breeding beef. It'll take you to the notice, it'll take you to the publicity release, it'll take you to the upload section, and it will take you to the signature sections, and then you'll hit submit. So good luck with your entries, uploading your entries in Google Forms, and feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.